Good day everyone, I'm Charmel Albenton. Our report is about citizenship.
Ang pagiging mamamayan ay hindi lang basta konektado ka sa isang bansa tulad ng Pilipinas, kundi sakop ka rin ng batas neto. Tinuturo ng aralin ito kung ano ang ibig sabihin ng pagiging mamamayan, paano ito nakukuha o nawawala, at ano ang mga karapatan at tungkulin na dapat mong gampanan bilang Pilipino.
There are basically two types of persons living within the jurisdiction of the Republic of the Philippines: citizens and aliens. Aliens are people who live within the territory of the Philippines but owe permanent allegiance to a foreign country. They are not entitled to vote or run for elections. They have limited business capabilities and they cannot engage in professions like law and medicine. The state, however, gives them protection by extending the civil rights guaranteed by the Constitution, provided that they also obey the laws of the land and pay taxes.
A citizen is one who meets the qualifications stated under Section 1, Article 4 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution. These are: 1. Those who are citizens of the Philippines at the time of the adoption of this Constitution. 2. Those whose fathers or mothers are citizens of the Philippines. 3. Those born before January 17, 1973 of Filipino mothers who elect Philippine citizenship upon reaching the age of majority. 4. Those who are naturalized in accordance with law.
There are two kinds of citizens based on the manner by which citizenship is acquired. Number 1, natural-born citizens. Ito ay mga Pilipinong mamamayan mula pagkapanganak pa lang at hindi na kailangang gumawa ng kahit anong proseso para maging mamamayan. Number 2, naturalized citizens. Ito naman ay mga dayuhan na naging Pilipino sa pamamagitan ng legal na proseso upang makuha ang parehong karapatan ng mga natural-born na mamamayan.
Citizenship can be gained, Section 1, Article 4, but it can also be lost in certain situations, such as openly renouncing it, pledging loyalty to another country, or becoming naturalized citizen abroad. Pwede kang maging citizen o mawalan nito, depende kung kusang isinuko mo na numpa ka sa ibang bansa o naging citizen ka doon. A Filipino citizen who marries an alien or foreigner retains his or her Filipino citizenship unless circumstances will prove that she renounced his/her Filipino citizenship. Kahit mag-asawa ng dayuhan ang isang Pilipino, Pilipino pa rin siya hanggat hindi niya kusa itong isinuko. Foreign nationals living in the Philippines have limited rights, while Filipino citizens enjoy full rights and privilege under the law. One of the most important of these is the right to suffrage, the ability to vote and run for public office, provided they meet the legal qualifications. This ensures that citizens can actively participate in government, express their opinions, and influence national decisions, something that foreigners cannot do. Mas konti ang karapatan ng mga dayuhan dito sa Pilipinas, samantalang tayong mga Pilipino ay pwedeng bumoto, tumakbo sa eleksyon at makilahok sa mga desisyon para sa bansa. Republic Act No. 9225 or the Dual Citizenship Law allows natural-born Filipinos who became citizens of another country to keep or regain their Filipino citizenship. This grant them back the full rights of being Filipino. Dahil sa batas ng dual citizenship, pwedeng bumalik bilang ganap na Pilipino ang mga dating nagpa-citizen sa ibang bansa. Unmarried children below 18 whose parents regained their citizenship are also considered Filipino citizenship. Kung wala pang 18 ang anak at naging Pilipino ulit ang magulang, automatic na Pilipino rin ulit ang bata. Meanwhile, those 18 years old and above who were born when at least one parent was still a Filipino are regarded as natural-born citizens, giving them the opinion to require their citizenship. Kung 18 pataas at ipinanganak na may isa sa magulang ay Pilipino, may karapatan silang kunin ulit ang pagiging Pilipino nila. Those who require citizenship regain important rights such as traveling with a Philippine passport, owning property in the Philippines, engaging in business, and practicing their professions as long as they meet regulatory requirements, and voting even while overseas. Kapag naging Pilipino ulit, pwede ka nang gumamit ng Philippine passport, magmay-ari ng lupa, magnegosyo o magtrabaho sa profesyon mo at bumoto kahit nasa ibang bansa ka. They may also run for public office or be appointed to government positions, but they must first formally and under oath renounce any foreign citizenship before authorized officials. Pwede ka ring tumakbo sa eleksyon o maitalaga sa gobyerno, pero kailangan mo munang formal na isuko ang citizenship mo sa ibang bansa. While other laws grant additional rights, the core rights of Filipino citizens are found in the Constitution, Article 3. The Bill of Rights guarantees three basic rights. Number 1, the right to life. Number 2, the right to liberty. And number 3, the right to property, by Defensor Santiago 2002. Bukod sa ibang batas, malinaw na nakasaad sa konstitusyon na may karapatan tayong mabuhay, maging malaya at may-ari ng ari-arian. The following are some of the rights enumerated under Article 3. Section 2. People have the right to feel safe in their bodies, homes, documents, and belongings. They cannot be subjected to unreasonable searches or seizures. A search warrant or arrest warrant can only be issued if there is probable cause, which must be personally determined by a judge after examining under oath the complainant and the witnesses. The warrant must clearly state the specific place to be searched and the person or items to be taken. Section 7. People have the right to access information on matters of public interest. Citizens are allowed to see official records, documents, papers, and government research data used in making policies, but this access may be limited by laws. Section 9. Private property shall not be taken for public use without just compensation. Section 14. 1. No person shall be held to answer for a criminal offense without due process of law. Section 17. No person shall be compelled to be a witness against himself. The Bill of Rights contains two key clauses: due process of law, which ensures a person is notified and heard before losing any rights, and equal protection of law, which guarantees fair treatment for people in similar situations. While the 1987 Constitution does not list specific citizen responsibilities, every right has an attached duty. For example, the right to life, liberty, and property applies to all, so individuals must also respect the rights of others. Ang Bill of Rights ay may dalawang mahalagang probisyon. Ang una ay due process na nagsisiguro na hindi basta-basta nawawala ang karapatan ng tao nang hindi siya naririnig, at equal protection na nagbibigay ng pantay na pagtrato sa lahat kahit hindi nakasulat ng detalyado ang tungkulin ng mamamayan. Bawat karapatan ay may responsibilidad. Halimbawa, kung gusto mong igalang ang iyong buhay at kalayaan, dapat igalang mo rin ang sa iba. Another general law of the country is the Civil Code of the Philippines. Some of the provisions of the Civil Code are the following: effects and application of laws. Article 3. Ignorance of the law excuses no one from compliance therewith. Article 4. Rights may be waived unless the waiver is contrary to law, public order, public policy, morals, or good customs, or prejudicial to a third person with a right recognized by law. Article 9. No judge or court shall decline to render judgment by reason of the silence, obscurity, or insufficiency of laws. Article 11. Customs which as contrary to law, public order, or public policy shall not be countenanced. Article 15. Laws relating to family rights and duties or to the status, condition, and legal capacity of persons are binding upon citizens of the Philippines even though living abroad. Article 16. Real property as well as personal property is subject to the law of the country where it is situated. Human Relations. Article 19. Every person must in the exercise of his rights and the performance of his duties act with justice, give everyone his due, and observe honesty and good faith. Article 20. Every person who contrary to law willfully or negligently causes damage to another shall indemnify the latter for the same. Article 21. Any person who willfully causes loss or injury to another in a manner that is contrary to morals, good customs, or public policy shall compensate the latters for the damage. Article 22. Every person who through an act of performance by another or any other means acquires or comes into possession of something at the expense of the latter without just or legal ground shall return the same to him. Article 23. Even when an act or event causing damage to another's property was not due to the fault or negligence of the defendant, the latter shall be liable for indemnity if through the act or event he was benefited. Article 26. Every person shall respect the dignity, personality, privacy, and peace of mind of his neighbors and other persons. The following and similar acts, though they may not constitute a criminal offense, shall produce a cause of action for damages, prevention, and other relief. Number 1. Preying into the privacy of another's residence. Number 2. Meddling with or disturbing the private life of or family relations of another. Number 3. Intriguing to cause another to be alienated from his friends. Number 4. Vexing or humiliating another on account of his religious beliefs, lowly station in life, place of birth, physical defect, or other personal condition.